Hello everyone and welcome back to My Ties Adventures. Today we are at Disney California Adventure to celebrate its 25th anniversary. So come on, let's go on an adventure. So yes, like I was saying, we are at Disney's California Adventure today to celebrate its 25th anniversary, which is wild to think about because I remember coming here probably within the first year of its opening, and so much has changed, which is wild to think about. But for today, I am gonna try to go over some of the changes that have happened since the park's opening. But also I'm gonna check out some of the new merch that they have for the 25th anniversary. As you saw in the intro, I did already get the Pixar Pal Around popcorn bucket, which I think is probably the coolest popcorn bucket that they have had so far. I mean, come on, look at it, look at it. Also, this is a good shot, isn't it? Does that work? It's pretty good, okay. Anyways, so for the popcorn bucket, if you are curious on how to get it, there are multiple mobile order locations that you can go to. You can mobile order it from the Hollywood Lounge, Boardwalk Pizza and Pasta, and the popcorn stand at Grizzly Peak Airfield. It is at some other locations that aren't mobile order. We have Fairfax Market, Mortimer's Market, and also just other popcorn and outdoor vending carts around California Adventure. I personally went over to Hollywood Lounge. I got here before the park even opened, so we were let into the park around 7:30. And then, yeah, right when I walked into the gates, actually even before I walked into the gates, as I was waiting outside to be let in, I already mobile ordered for it. At first, it wasn't letting me order anything, I think because everyone is ordering all at the same time, but I eventually got it. It is really cool. And honestly, I kind of suggest that you go to the Hollywood Lounge because at the Hollywood Lounge, instead of popcorn, they just give you a bag of chips, which most of the time when I buy a popcorn bucket, I don't necessarily want the popcorn, it's just the bucket. But with a bag of chips, I don't have to eat these right away. With popcorn, you kind of have to eat it right away because, it's better warm and also it's not sealed, so it's gonna make a mess everywhere. So, I love that. Also for the popcorn bucket, for the pricing, depending on where you go, the price is going to be different. So I think if you get it at a popcorn stand, it is going to be more expensive because it's coming with the popcorn. So it is going to be $55 at the popcorn stands, but over at the Hollywood Lounge, it was only $50. So if you want to save a few bucks, I would definitely go to the Hollywood Lounge. I don't know if the other locations just give you chips rather than popcorn. I haven't looked into that, but as far as I know, the Hollywood Lounge is the cheaper option, so keep that in mind. But other than that, for now, we are here pretty early. We might do some of the Lunar New Year stuff again, maybe try to eat more food, and also go take a look at some of the new 25th anniversary merchandise. Since I am over here, I was gonna talk about Little Mermaid. So when this place first opened in 2001, right, 26 years ago, this wasn't the Little Mermaid, it was the Dream Theater. I can't remember what it was called. This is the Golden Dreams Theater. I don't really remember what it was about. I think it was about the railroad being built, if I'm not mistaken, and Whoopi Goldberg was everywhere in there. I remember only seeing the show about one time, but I think I definitely like the Little Mermaid a little bit more. So it looks like Grizzly River Run is still under refurb, getting ready for those hot summer days. This is a good ride. It is one of the opening day California Adventure rides. I do remember riding this as a child and I was terrified. Yeah, I thought we were gonna flip over and we were in seatbelts, so I thought I was gonna drown. But luckily, that has never happened. But yes, so this is one of the locations for the popcorn bucket. This looks like a bad house. I am very thankful I got here a little earlier and got it at the Hollywood Lounge. I don't know if the Hollywood Lounge will look like this at the moment. Also for the 25th anniversary, they brought back Soaring Over California. They usually bring it back in March at the start of the Food and Wine Festival. I think for the 25th anniversary, they brought it back a little early. It is currently down, so hopefully we can ride that later. But it's pretty cool. You know, they changed the sign so it says soaring over California now. And then at the exit, they do have some oranges. And it was kind of cool. They had it spelled out as Soarin'. So a little nice little touch they did there. So it's crazy. Like, I do remember when this used to be Sunshine Plaza, and the Cafe Circle used to be a giant sun and a water fountain. But it has definitely drastically changed. Even right over here where Starbucks is now, used to be a long, I believe they call it the Californian Zephyr, and it used to span probably from this corner right here all the way down to the end of Starbucks. And there used to be stores that you could walk in through. I think there was a bakery, a store. I think that was about it, but I do recall that as well. Also, we're about to go take a look at some merchandise, but at the entrance of California Adventure, right before the main gates, they used to have giant letters right in front that spelled out California. They are no longer here, as you would probably know, but they did relocate those over to the Cal Expo in Sacramento. I could have sworn that they had them somewhere else out here around the Los Angeles area, but yes, they are currently in Sacramento. Also right here where this bridge is that the monorail goes over, used to be the Golden Gate Bridge, but they just tore that down. I don't think they saved that at all. Well, speaking of the monorail, good timing. It is just crazy to think about how much has changed at this park. I remember as a kid, I enjoyed the park, but it didn't feel Disney. And now I can say it definitely feels Disney here at California Adventure. So I'm happy for the changes. Yes, I miss some of the things, but I think that's just for nostalgia reasons. And I don't know, it was like my first new theme park I have ever been to, so that was a really cool experience. But I still love this park a lot. So much. Actually, I usually spend most of my time here rather than Disneyland, just because it's more chill. But still love Disneyland too. So here we do have the new 25th anniversary merchandise. I really do like this sweater on the front, just says celebrating 25 Disney California Adventure. There's nothing on the back of it. And that is $59.99. Then we have the t-shirt, slightly different. Yes, definitely a different logo on there. Looks like it has all of the different lands on there, 25 years. Nothing on the back of that either. And that will run you $36.99. We do have a hat. It does have one of those like buckle style. It's not necessarily like a snapback, which I prefer. That's pretty cool as well. I just realized it kind of, it's like multicolored kind of. But the hat will run you $32.99. And then they also have this shirt. I don't think it's for the 25th anniversary, but I don't think I've seen it yet. But it just has the Cafe Circle. It says Disney's California Adventure on it. And that has no price on it, so it's free. Oh, those are adorable. Look at these cute little bags. I have the backpack, the bag. Now I just need the small versions of them. How much are those? $20 each. That's not bad. I didn't realize that there was another shirt. It's for Magic Keys only. It says 25. Magic Key, Disney California Adventure on front. Then on the back, it has 25. We are just getting started. Walt Disney. And looks like that is going to also run you $36.99. But I will come back later. It doesn't look like they are in high demand at the moment. So maybe when I'm leaving today, if they have my size as we're walking out, I will buy them. And the other thing that is different, well, it's kind of a sad thing. They used to have Muppet Vision 3D right here, but now it is Mickey's Philharmonic. I do miss Muppets so much. But even if Mickey's Philharmonic didn't replace it, it would have probably gotten tore down anyways, because the Hollywood Studios in California Adventure is going to be tore down soon, so they can make space for the new Avatar Land, which is going to be very sad because Hollywood Land, I've had a lot of good memories over here. You know, they used to have the Tron dance party, the Mad Tea party. They had Glow Fest back there. I mean, Monsters, Inc. is a good ride. But yes, you will be missed. You will be missed, Hollywood Studios. Another thing that is drastically different is over here at the Hyperion Theater, they don't have anything. They had, I think, one of the best musicals there at one point, Aladdin, but for some reason they pulled it. I know Disney kind of went through a lot of budget cuts, and entertainment was one of the things that didn't make it, unfortunately. But Disney, please put something in there. I know you guys did a Captain America show, but that was whatever. Actually, I didn't even see it, to be honest. Another thing that they drastically changed was this right here. This used to be the Hollywood Tower of Terror, but now it is Guardians of the Galaxies. I definitely preferred back when it was the Tower of Terror. I mean, it's the same ride, just a different layout, unfortunately. Yeah, I definitely miss Tower of Terror the most, I think. It was a very good ride. Just the theming, it's kind of spooky. And also another thing I do miss, Bugs Land. The ride, there wasn't really much rides. They had the Hamlet Choo Choo, which, I mean, top tier train right there. They had the bumper cars, the flying balloon thingies. I don't remember the names of them. And then, of course, It's Tough to Be a Bug. I love that show so much. I did get a chance to see it in Orlando the last time I was there, but they're also getting rid of it there. So it really is tough to be a bug because they're all getting exterminated. So we are over here in Avengers Campus right now. We had some breakfast. I got the Denver breakfast shawarma. It was pretty good, but while we were sitting here, we saw the new and current CEO of Disney just walk by, Josh D'Amaro and Bob Iger, which is wild to see in person because those two people are worth more money than I could ever even imagine. So we decided to put our popcorn buckets in lockers just so we don't have to carry them around all day because they are kind of large and bulky, and honestly I kept on running into people with it. And of course, right when I was putting it in my locker, the clip on it like detached and it slammed on the ground. Didn't look like it broke, but we'll see later. But right now we are gonna go head over to Soaring Over California. The OG Soarin'. The best version of Soarin'. Oh yeah, let's go do it. It said 20 minutes earlier, maybe 10 minutes ago. So let's see if it is still 20 minutes. And just kidding, it looks like it has broken down again. But while we are here, this watchtower right in front of us used to be a space shuttle engine. Back when California Adventure first opened, when this was still Condor Flats instead of Grizzly Peak. And it used to have misters underneath it. And it was probably just as tall as this. It was a huge engine. I think a space shuttle usually has two of them on one of the spacecrafts. But yeah, I do miss that mister, especially out here in the hot Anaheim sun. The good old days. As we were walking through Avengers Campus earlier, I mentioned they had their Fly Around ride, which I think is called Flix Fly Around, which is now the Inside Out ride. And not only did the Inside Out Emotional Whirlwind use Flix Fly Around, or Fly, whatever it was, this ride also replaced the Maliboomer. It was a launch up, straight up and down drop ride. Had giant hydraulics. That was a ride I was very fortunate to ride multiple times. But yeah, I'm surprised they got rid of it. I don't know if it just went down a lot, or maybe required a lot of maintenance. So much has changed, it's wild. Also, it looks like Incredicoaster is open back up from its refurbishment there. There it goes. Yeah. Yeah, but we would go ride Incredicoaster. Just the line is a bit crazy right now. Maybe later if it dies down. It is definitely kind of busy over here in California Adventure today. You know, it is the start of the 25th anniversary. So that could have a lot to do with it. Also, it's just Friday. People might, you know, take some vacation time off to have a 3-day weekend. Well, yeah, seems like Incredicoaster is running pretty well today. Train after train. Something else that is different here, but basically exactly the same, it just has an overlay, is San Francisco. Now it is San Fransokyo. Still all the same restaurants, just they all have different names. And plus they have this, which I was mentioning earlier, over on Buena Vista Street, they used to have the Golden Gate Bridge. It's nice that they still kind of have it, but now in a new style. All right, so right now we are heading over to Disneyland. So we're doing that little park hop action because we are currently in a virtual queue for the the Magic Key gift of the magnet. So probably have like 2 to 3 hours to kill. So we're coming over to Disneyland to kill some time. Maybe ride the train around for a few loops. We shall see. Let's go. We made it just in time. I don't know why I'm whispering.
Garland Square Station, first up.
Welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad. We're embarking on a grand circle tour of the Magic Kingdom. We'll be stopping at New Orleans Square, Mickey's Toontown, and Tomorrowland. We'll also visit the Grand Canyon and make a trip back in time to the primeval world and the age of the dinosaurs before returning to Main Street Station. As we begin our journey, remember that for a safe trip, you need to stay seated, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train.
All right, we just got off the Disneyland Railroad. We took 2 trips around Disneyland. It was quite nice. I knocked out because I was pretty tired, but I'm feeling okay now. So I think that definitely helped my tired situation. All right, so we are just waiting for our Magic Key meet and greet. We are about to head in, I believe. We're like one group away, so any minute now we're gonna go head in, get our magnets, and check out these photo ops that they have for us. Got our magnets, yay! All right, so we did the Magic Key experience thing. The line was way too long for the photos, so we just decided to grab our magnets. Speaking of magnets, these are them right here. So the first one is Mickey and Minnie. It looks like they're on Buena Vista Street. It's cute. Spider Bot Invasion. And this last one is Fun and Sun, whether you're ready or not. Yeah, this is cute. I mean, it's better than just getting one magnet. We get 3. The photo ops were pretty cool. At the time, Minnie was taking photos with one of the backdrops, but yeah, we just didn't feel like waiting. Also, we're pretty dang tired, so we're probably gonna start heading home. So yeah, I think that is gonna do it for this video today. Yeah, we're just gonna go grab our popcorn bucket out of our locker and start heading home. So anyways, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you do hit the like button and hit that subscribe button as well. Once again, my name is Tyler. This is My Ty's Adventures. All right, I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.